This video is sponsored by War Thunder. You have 2 weeks left to live. Think about that for a second. Would you spend precious moments to protect the people you care about? Would you hurt innocent people that got in your way? Would you sell your soul to escape the inevitable? This is a question Cyberpunk 2077 asks, but it never forces you to answer. With the help of the mod Downward Spiral, I'm here to find out. If you had 2 weeks to survive in a city that hated you, what would you do with it? And what would it do to you? I didn't just add a timer. I'm using an early version of my hardcore mod list, which I'll leave in the description. But the important things to know are that the game now requires minimum levels of street cred to get into different businesses. Enemies are buffed and overhauled. Rent has to be managed along with basic needs and mental health. Oh, and I'm playing on very hard. With all that in mind, the time spent before the timer started was essential. Knowing this, I did what any normal person would do and grinded until there was literally no more Act 1 content left to do. At level 18, I made my way to Konpeki Plaza, packing a Sandevistan. And before I even finished the heist, I learned that my plan had a little flaw in it. You see, Cyberpunk uses a little trick to keep you from getting too overpowered. Level scaling. That's all well and good, except combining that with the mods I did meant that the mandatory turret section with these drones took me 6 or 7 tries. Listen to how depressed I sounded. Bro.
Come on, you got this, you got this, you got this. Lock in.
That done, Victor made things clear.
The biochip. It's basically a bomb. Fuse lit already. You don't have much time left. Much life. A few weeks tops.
To get any of the endings, I had to complete 3 quest lines, each of which would get me a portion of the quest Tapeworm. 3 paths stood ahead of me, and time starts now. My options were Rogue, who would lead me to Hellman, and Judy, who would lead me to Alt. Takamura wouldn't be available until later. Judy's questline was longer, so I started there. I developed 2 habits during this quest that would pay dividends as we continue. 1. This one's good in real life too. If someone's talking to you and you don't care about what they're saying, you are legally allowed to turn around and sprint in the opposite direction. And another real life skill, if someone has a faster car than you, you can kill them and take it. Then it was time to start juggling. I paid Rogue to find Hellman while waiting for a pass to Clouds. Then I got to Clouds while waiting on Rogue. God help the woman outside the brothel doors at 5 p.m. waiting for them to unlock the door. I snapped a bouncer's neck and got the info I needed. Next, I interrogated and murdered our friend Fingers. And Judy naturally wanted me to come rescue Evelyn. Sorry, Judy, Rogue is closer. I'm sure she'll be fine. I hadn't slept yet, and the combat was starting to get to my nerves. But I found a little white powder on some guy I murdered earlier, so that was a temporary problem. High as a kite, I got Panem's location from Rogue, then made my way back to Evelyn. See? Told you she'd be fine. Soon after, I was on Judy's balcony and got the call. Takamura was now in play. Along with that, I learned that the Voodoo Boys had info I needed, and before Judy could finish her sentence, I ninja vaulted off her balcony. Takamura wouldn't be available until the sun went down, and the Voodoo Boys wouldn't talk to me until Mr. Hands made contact. That left the Nomad. Then a thought hit me. This trip would be the longest car ride I'd do in the run, and the earlier I got a better car, the more the time savings would add up over time. I should buy right now. I scrolled to the bottom of the dealer and picked the fastest car they'd sell me. Unfortunately, that one turned out to be a side quest.
Yeah, I've got time.
I found its previous owner, Johnny Silverman.
I dislike sexual assault as much as the next guy.
Killed its current owners and sped away in my new 911 to meet Unfortunately, my nemesis struck again. When I started the ambush, the fight was just too much for me to handle. I was going down instantly and I couldn't get the damage in that I needed to win the fight. No worries? Before meeting with Panem, I stopped at a Ripper dock to upgrade my cyberware. When I did, the game faded to black and skipped a few hours. By the time we set back up, it was morning time, meaning waiting for the ambush would take the entire day. Okay, how do I... At the El Decaldo camp, there's a Ripper dock! Drive straight to Panem, upgrade my cyberware at the El Decaldo camp, set up at 11:55.
Let there be light.
I am a genius. The fight was tough, but with my upgrades, I was able to make it through. Then, Panem asked for a favor.
You got the cargo, you got your car.
I did not get Nash, who was not in Rocky Ridge. The fucker didn't show.
No, not what we agreed.
Sorry, not my problem, bestie. Thanks to the Dark Future mod, I'd already used my 2 free car spawns for the day. But I had a plan for that too. If you don't help Panem, Rogue gives you a free car, so I scooped it up and headed back to the city. Panem and Takamura wouldn't be available until the following evening, and I was still waiting on Hands. No worries though. I headed to Pacifica and did a little grinding while I waited for the morning. After the sun came up, I checked on the church and they don't open it till no! I could make this work. I got the Edge Runner perk, did some more grinding, and chromed the fuck up. With a few hours left on the tail end, I tried to sleep in my car since I hadn't paid rent, but my mental was shot. Another IRL pro tip for you, a beer or two makes it easier to fall asleep in your car. After arriving at the mall, I rip a bodybuilder's penis off and go cyber psycho for the first time. combination of my increased power level along with the tons of extremely difficult enemies in this area led to a flow state I have never accomplished in this game before. These psychotic laughter as I rushed into an enemy to cut off their head, providing me just enough health to continue my spree, was some of the best combat I've ever had in this game. I sided with Netwatch and met with Alt. A lot of dead assholes later and I got my first tapeworm. 1 down, 2 to go. Then I realized something. Wait, why is it Saturday? I got in the bath on Wednesday. Oh my god, did V spend the entire weekend playing War Thunder? War Thunder is an extremely deep and detailed vehicle combat game available now for PC, console, and mobile devices. They got tanks, planes, helicopters, and ships totaling in the thousands, from the 1920s to the intricate and deadly war machines of today. Thanks to the detail in graphics and vehicles, you can immerse yourself in the chaos of historical and modern mechanical warfare. They don't just throw an HP number at you and tell you to shoot it away. Damage is modeled down to the individual components. Shoot the armor? Good luck. Blow the gunner in half? Yeah, that should do it. It is not just modeled, you get to see it. In X-ray view, you can see where the shell went, what it damaged, and what thing in particular led to your enemy going boom. And if you're a toilet gamer like me, you can throw this bad boy on your phone and, poop on the competition. With a global community of 95 million players, there's endless people to fight in PvP and a massive amount of content to fight your way through. Play War Thunder for free on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, or mobile devices now by using my links in the pinned comment or video description. New and returning players on PC and consoles that haven't played in the last 6 months will also receive a massive bonus pack that includes multiple premium vehicles, the exclusive vehicle decorator Eagle of Valor, 100,000 Silver Lions, and 7 days of premium for a limited time. Thank you to War Thunder for sponsoring this video. Now what's going on with this bathtub? Yep, you heard that right. I was safe scumming to save half days and optimize my routes between quests. And the fucking Johnny flashbacks took 20% of my entire run. I guess Brigitte got her revenge from beyond the grave. I was stuck waiting since Panam and Takamura wouldn't meet until nighttime. So I took the opportunity to rent an apartment. A shower would probably do me some good. On the way there, I got a call from Judy.
Hey, Judy, what's up?
Hey, can you come over stat?
Something happen?
Yeah. Just come.
She seemed upset about something, but I had stuff to do. I'm sure whatever it was could wait. For some reason, killing dozens of people gave my character a bit of an attitude problem, so hot water wasn't enough to solve it. Luckily, I had a really long cigarette I was able to smoke about 9 times, and that just set me right. Met with Takamura after my nap, and this motherfucker made me wait 11 hours? Alright. Fine, I don't need sleep. 4 cups of coffee and the time skip is still 6 hours long. Fuck it, fine. Now I had another dilemma. I needed to go with Takamura to meet Wakako. Panam's quest says to meet her at midnight, and it's currently 11. Here's the thing though, if I ride in Takamura's van, he'll teleport me there using the skip ride feature. It's just too optimized to give up. If my logic held, the game probably leaves Panam there from midnight to 1 AM, meaning if I timed it perfectly, I might still be able to make it. Got our intel, and by the time I left, I had 25 in-game minutes to make it to Panam. I murdered a woman and stole her car, and by then it was 12:40. I gunned it down the highway, and when I got there, it was 12:58, and there she was. Hell yeah. A turret section later, and we approached Kang Tao, who just killed Panam's friends. Luckily, V was just as focused on the mission as I was.
They're dead. All of them. V, if they...
Combat drones.
I skipped the airfield ambush for the first time in my entire life and got my hands on Hellman. Another tapeworm in the bag. I was waiting on Takamura again, so I checked my quest log. Oh, I forgot to call Mama Wells. Nah, fuck it. During a short grind sesh, I got a text from Panam looking for advice with her family drama. Another powerful technique for you. I hit her with a K, then put my phone on airplane mode. With that situation handled, I had time to check on Judy. Jesus Christ, it's been 3 days. It smells in here.
I am on my way there. Do not make me wait.
You know what? Fuck you, Takamura. Once again, no time for sleep, so I took a bump of crystal and showed up in my finest suit. To hack the parade float, Takamura would need to do some recon. He asked me to come with, but I have a different idea. I sent him off to do it, and then I just showed up. There's a guard outside. Oh my god, is it working? I jump over the fence, and yes, you are allowed to sequence break this quest. With the virus uploaded, I have to wait 3 full days before the parade. I figured now would be my only shot to get some side content done, so I started River's quest. All goes well. We have a good cop, schizo murder, not cop relationship. I like it.
Let me handle this, V.
Fuck off!
God damn it.
I know Night City's pretty rough, but I really don't think a cop should be associating with me. Then River wanted to take me to the club, and it only took him, let's see, 11 hours. I mean, I respect a cop who drives the speed limit, but Jesus, man. Then before I could get there, I got a call from Judy.
When are we doing this?
Early morning. Clouds will be closed. Hardly a soul lurking at that time.
How early?
Before 8.
That shouldn't be a problem. It's only 7:58. What? Well, I'm sure it's like Pan Am's thing and there's an hour buffer or something. I got there at 8:01 and I guess old Judy's got places to be because no, she's not here. I can go faster. Okay, too fast. Before she even calls, I turn the car around and start heading there. I get up the elevator, I jump across, and 7:59, right on time. Just a little bump, and I was ready to rock.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Consorting with a persona who is very non grata. Yes, V. I mean you.
Listen, Maiko, I'm level 33. Do you have any idea how much XP that is? The fact that I managed to get to your rapist friend with only one snap neck is frankly a miracle. Speaking of, 3-day vacation means I had time to make a stop on the way down. I wrapped up River's quest, and I was once again a free agent. Wakako was offering me an assassination, and I had a day to kill. This is a bit of a tangent, but I've never played this quest before I did this video, and I fucking hate it. Tailing mission, but we have cars on rails that we fucking throw at you is a rough start. Then they make this cop have like 80,000 health so you don't break the scripting too easily. The dungeon master really doesn't want me killing his fun little religious critique character or whatever, so I'm forced with the most railroaded, boring shit imaginable. 12 car rides later, I have an advanced narcotics addiction, and I get the best line of dialogue in the entire game.
What do you think? God exists.
Fuck, kill me, please.
And on the way out, my phone rings. Judy calls me on the way to meet with Takamura and says she's ready to meet with the dolls from Clouds. I give her a soft maybe, considering I'm probably never gonna see her again.
Need to think about it.
This plan, it needs you, V.
Oh well, I tried. After I finished the drive, parade time.
They are a trio. You must make each harmless before they do the same to me.
Well, that would be all.
The fighting was hard, but I got it done. Then things went awry.
Been on a while. Time for a break. Of course you're here.
I really do like the Enemies of Night City mod, but Oda was overtuned a lot. The amount of parries I was doing took me back to Pontiff Sullivan. Counter after counter after counter. Then he turns invisible and starts healing. That's if you're lucky. Sometimes he throws a smoke bomb that works through the invincibility from the Fury implant, then he kills you before you can get up. Before I say this, I need you to know that the numbers I'm about to say are all real. My first attempt was at 2:36 p.m. I decided to take a break at 3:23 p.m. I picked it up again 3 hours later at 6:33, and I did not stop until he was dead. I played this fight back to back over and over. At 11:09 p.m., almost 5 hours later, Oda was defeated. Then Takamura asked me to spare his life. With my greatest foe yet defeated, it was time to meet with Hanako.
On the ground, cunt, don't move!
After the hit squad came, I had a chance to save Takamura.
Takamura! Can't leave him back there.
Forget him, guy's toast. Unless you want to wind up like him.
Sorry, buddy. I spent all my extra time waiting for you, motherfucker. I met with Hanako, Johnny woke me up in Pacifica, and I was there. Tapeworm was completed. Johnny offered me his side missions, which gave me chances at some better endings, but I had a bad feeling. Those glitch effects, I'd seen a lot of them. I was in stage 6. Out of 6. I was out of time. I needed to go to Embers now. Met with Hanako and got to the roof at Misty's. Without doing Johnny's stuff, his endings were gone, and considering my pure neglect of Pan Am, something tells me she didn't want to run away with me. That left 2 options. Hanako or the gun.
Anyone you gotta talk to, now's the time.
But who was Johnny kidding? There was no one to call.
Nah, not really my style.
After all this, I'm not giving up. I called Hanako and made my way down. By the time we got to her, the last domino was falling. My max health was slowly draining, and if I died, the credits rolled. Fought my way through the defenses at Hanako's and made my way to the tower. I didn't have the health to fight my way through, but I was able to spam Fury to skip the fighting and get to the elevator. At the top though, I had to play things perfect. I used all my luck points I'd been saving the entire run into getting this guy to shoot me, which activated my reflex tuner. Combining that with Fury gave me increased damage and invincibility stacked with the slow motion. I got some lucky decapitations in, then barely survived the final few enemies. That done, there was one more problem. Adam's Smasher. His fight was impossible, but I found a way through. And considering what I was about to do to Johnny, I killed Smasher as a consolation prize. When I woke up in space, I saw the devil I'd helped wearing his son's skin. Then his demon came and gave me a choice.
Since a digitized psyche is not legally an individual, the contract entails relinquishing your rights.
And if I refuse?
Your belongings are packed. A shuttle will take you back to Earth, and you will be dead before winter. It's no easy decision, I know. You should think it through carefully.
Live in Mikoshi or die. After everything I'd been through, I couldn't die. I couldn't die. I wouldn't die. Before I go, I want to quickly remind you to use my links in the description or pinned comment to get all the goodies you see on screen. The offer is only valid for new and returning players on PC and console, and thanks again to War Thunder. More importantly, I'd like to thank my patrons and YouTube channel members. Patrons get early sponsor-free access to all my videos, custom roles on request in my Discord, as well as access to my Google Drive, so you can see the videos that I make and don't make. That's especially relevant in this case, since I wrote 12,000 words for this video that I ended up scrapping since it wasn't very good. If you want to see what that version of this video looks like, there you go. Thank you to Cookie, Surpassed, Amanda Lick, Ryden, Etch-a-Sketch, Sea Trouble, Days Canadian, Mariano Rebufo, Robert Lucas, Hayden, Submarine Guy, Sark Malark, Stefan, Mythic Wombat, Yato God, Sunday Roast, Voice, Proudfoot, Cameron Prince, Mr. Fish, I'm Jace, and Albon Tahiri. And of course, thank you all for watching. This video was another swing outside my comfort zone, so let me know what you think. I can only hope that all of you never fade away. And as always, subscribe to my fucking YouTube channel.